What's up, guys? Welcome to Bet Today for April 30th. Already got a comment rolling in here from my guy, Terry. Let's go. Let's get it on. Terry, you don't want to wait too long. You don't want to wait. I appreciate that. But you know what? We got bets to place. We got money to win. It's Saturday. We're going to get you in and out of here, guys, and win some picks. Had a really, really good day yesterday. Really, really, really good. Now, the only problem is if you bet the Yankees at run line -1.5, every single sports book voided that bet, even though they were up by 10 in the 8th inning. And after 7 innings, it's a complete game. So I'm a little pissed about that, but you know what? We'll get to that in a little bit. We got to talk about some basketball first. Forrest Brown coming in here. What's up, Forrest? How we doing, guys? We're live on TikTok as well, so I might be looking this way a little bit to get the TikTok comments in there. But we are going to the freaking moon here at 3 Team Parlay. My name is Tanner Kern, guys. This is the second episode of Bet the Day presented by 3 Team Parlay, guys. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone is ready to win some money. Terry coming in here. Yep. Everyone is mad about the Yankees run line bet. You know what though? We're going to hammer it today. We're going to make our money back today with Garrett Cole on the mound. I hate Garrett Cole. Every time Garrett Cole takes them out, I want to bet against him. But today, people, we are going to bet for Garrett Cole. I want Garrett Cole to shove today because I want to hit a run line bet with the New York Yankees. Stipey coming in here. No hockey today. Where my panic pill? Stipey, take a deep breath, buddy. Take a deep breath. We're good. We don't need hockey today. We got hockey coming Monday. Playoff hockey coming Monday. Sunday, we have Sunday tomorrow, we have NBA basketball. So got to love that. Adam Greenberg, Adam, the protector, is in the house. Tanner, guess who, baby? How you doing, Adam? How you doing? Adam, are you joined back in the Discord yet? Are you back? Let us know, guys. Adam, we need you back in the Discord. We need you in the Discord. Not talking Garrett Cole, Tanner. Not talking Garrett Cole. All right, we're not going to talk about Garrett Cole. But in other news, I have my Red Sox jersey on today. The Red Sox actually beat the Orioles yesterday, so that was fun to watch. If the Red Sox can't beat the Orioles, I don't know what world we're living in right now. I'm just going to, like yesterday, I wore a Padres jersey because Boston hadn't won in a while. They lost 1-0 to the Blue Jays, then they blew a 5-2 lead against the Blue Jays the day before. It's just embarrassing. But you know what? I got the Red Sox jersey back on. Good vibes today. Am I betting on the Red Sox? No, I'm going to bet the under today because they can't hit and the Orioles can't hit. So let's get into it, guys. We're going to start basketball betting recap. Comments just flying in here, guys. Let's see what we got. Comments flying in here. You need to learn how to read, Tanner. Come on now. Guys, I'm multitasking. I got 15 different screens going, people. You know, I got multiple comments. And Tanner Kern's a man of the people. Don't forget that. Tanner Kern is a man of the people. Go Sox, the under, yeah. Adam coming in here. I'm almost all parlays yesterday, including a 6-teamer. Parlays are the way to go, guys. In my opinion, I don't know why parlays get so much trash. I think they're great. I think they're phenomenal because you can put a low risk down and win a ton of money. Someone sent me a ticket this morning on Instagram. It was like 50 cents to win 400 and something. Now, granted, that's not going to happen every day, but do you know how many times you can place that 50-cent bet before you hit $400? A lot. So anyways, let's get into it, guys. NBA basketball recap yesterday. The Timberwolves, again, people, the Timberwolves blew a double-digit lead 3 times in this series. Now, if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves, you should be embarrassed. You should be totally embarrassed because they outplayed the Memphis Grizzlies in nearly every facet of the game except the fourth quarter. But you know what? When I'm a bettor, and Grant was on here yesterday, Grant Mitchell, shout out to you for coming on the show. Grant said to me, he said, I want to bet on someone that I know is going to be, certainty. I want to bet on someone that I can trust, right? We cannot trust the Minnesota Timberwolves, and that's why I went with the Grizzlies. I knew the fourth quarter would belong to them, and yesterday we saw it. They outscored them 40-22 in the fourth quarter. 40-22 in the fourth quarter, people. I mean, that's just embarrassing. That's embarrassing. And you know the thing about the Grizzlies is this team is based around Ja Morant. We love Ja Morant so much, but at the same time, too, this team is loaded with other guys. Jaren Jackson Jr., Dillon Brooks, Desmond Bane, Brandon Clark off the bench. Every player at some point in this series took a step up and said, I'm the guy. And that's what good teams have. That's how good teams are formed, right? In the fourth quarter, Ja Morant's not going to be the guy every single time. Now, granted, he did make some big shots down the stretch last night, but at the same time, he was absolutely not the only guy that stepped up in this series. I mean, you look at Dillon Brooks and Desmond Bane led the team last night with 23 points. So with that being said, it's more than Ja Morant. Ja Morant's sensational, right? But this team is a lot bigger than just Ja Morant. And two, this team is going to be very, very good for years to come. Now, Golden State, when they play Golden State in the next round, they can't get away with this stuff. In no world can they get away with what they did against the Timberwolves. If you save yourself for the fourth quarter against Golden State, that team's not bad enough, or that team's more disciplined to blow leads, unlike the Timberwolves. Timberwolves are embarrassing. Got some comments rolling in here on TikTok. Let's see. We got Giants, lost my parlay. Giants were terrible yesterday. I talked Grizzly spread in the under. Thank you. Yes, we did take Grizzly spread. We did take the under. That was huge for us, people. Got the comments rolling in here, guys. They should have won the series 100%. You knew it was coming. It was the Timberwolves all series. Yes, it was. Yep, great pick. I had locked in the night before. And Grant took the. I don't want to rip Grant too much. He had the Timberwolves plus 1.5 because you know what, they make mistakes. I'll take the free 1.5 points. This team just blew up in the fourth quarter. So I got a clip here, guys. Let's play this. Let's watch this team blow up here. Coming from YouTube. This was the fourth quarter. Third and fourth quarter. I mean, look, the place was rocking last night too. That's the thing. This Timberwolves team had plenty of opportunities to seal the deal down the stretch, and they just couldn't get the job done. Ja Morant had 11 assists last night. That was huge for him. He made some clutch shots. Really did make some clutch shots. But this team just bigger, way bigger than just Ja Morant. And that's what really impressed me last night. Now, if you're the Timberwolves, this really, really hurts. They'll be back. They got Anthony Edwards, and Anthony Edwards, by the way, is just sensational. But at the same time, too, you just got to hurt. I mean, they were out-rebounded 17-6 on the offensive end of the floor. That's why they lost this game last night. You can't get out-rebounded 17-6 on the offensive end of the floor. That's not possible. You just can't happen. They play better without Ja. Terry, I don't think they play better without Ja, but they play. I mean, listen, Ja, I think Ja's a ball hog. I'm not going to lie. I really do. I think he hogs the ball a little too much. I think there's multiple opportunities for him to, make plays, passing the ball, but he had 11 assists last night. He only had 19 points, 18 points. I don't have the exact number here, but he took a backseat role last night, but there were some big shots down the stretch that he made, as we can see here in this video. Ja Morant will have a much better scoring series against the Warriors. Yeah, I mean, he was up and down. His point total last night was 27, 28.5, and he'd only hit it twice in the series. I'm like, I'm going to go under on that, and it was the right call for us. It was definitely the right call. Defensive pressure that bothered Ja won't be the same. I'm calling it. So who do you guys have? I mean, let me know who you guys have in the next series with Golden State. Like I said, the Grizzlies can't get away with what they did. The Grizzlies really can't get away with what they did early in the series against Golden State. Golden State will roll them if that's the case. Giants, Cards win today. Feel they bounce back. Yeah, Giants do. I can't trust the Cardinals, but the Cardinals are due for a win. Embiid out. Yeah, Embiid out. Heat in 4 or 5. When Embiid out, that makes me feel very confident that the Celtics have a clear path. Clear path. The Eastern Conference to represent the Eastern Conference in the NBA Finals if they can get through the Bucks. Ja was 4 of 14, but some of the big shots down the stretch, man, he was sensational. Greenberg, be respectful to Maxey and Harden. When Ja was out, they played better ball, just a little Heat best defense. No disrespect, but got to be realistic. 76ers can't win, only Heat can lose it. Yeah, 100%. Warriors in 5. Salts agree in 6. Celtics have a clear path, unfortunately. Why don't we want the Celtics, guys? So that's a little clips there. So basketball was great, guys. I'm really enjoying playoff basketball right now. I'm sure you are as well. We got some really good series coming up tomorrow. We're going to start, I believe, Celtics start the weekend off. We'll talk about that a little more tomorrow. But I am huge on the Celtics train. We'll be down at TD Garden interviewing fans tomorrow, so very excited about that. So if you are in Boston, come down. Definitely take a look. All right, let's keep going here, guys. So baseball recap. Now, a lot of things happened in baseball yesterday. A lot of things for us as a Knicks fan. Yeah, well, you probably don't like the Celtics then. But, of course, I'm rooting for the Yankees today. If I'm rooting for the Yankees, you need to root for the Celtics. How about that? Knicks, man, they're an embarrassment too. Anyways, baseball recap. Mets are back, guys. The Mets are back now. Forrest, are you a Yankees or a Mets fan? I couldn't get that because if you're a Mets fan right now, you are very excited. And I was using the word cautiously optimistic with Grant yesterday. And cautiously optimistic, I would say it might be a little bit of a downplay. This team's really good. I think they're back. 5 Mets pitchers last night combined to no-hit the Phillies. And this Phillies lineup isn't Arizona. This Phillies lineup isn't Baltimore. This Phillies lineup is legit. Castellanos has an OBP of nearly 400. He's batting over 300. You got Alec Bowman there. You got Bryce Harper. Schwarber can dial in. He's a great at-bat guy. He walked 3 times last night. He was really their only offense in a no-hitter. Bryce Harper, Alec Boehm, you got Reese Hoskins, you got Gene Segura. You got so many dudes on this lineup that can hit the baseball. Philly's really, really good on paper. Now, they have not performed like that. They're 10-11 on the year. So it's going to be a little hard for them to really step up. But at the same time, too, this Mets team looks really good. Tyler McGill, can we talk about this man? 6'7", 26 years old. The ball jumps out of his hand. He's a future Cy Young winner. I know we have some people comment on TikTok here saying he's a future Cy Young winner, 100%. This dude can pitch. Now, if you have Max Scherzer and you have Jacob deGrom, a healthy Jacob deGrom, which you will get him back at some point. I'm not saying he's going to be back and stay healthy because we can't trust that. But if you have Jacob deGrom and you have Max Scherzer on the bump, and then you have Tyler McGill as your number 3. Now I'm a Boston Red Sox fan. We have Nathan Eovaldi, Nick Pivetta, and Tanner Houck as our 1, 2, 3, and then Rich Hill and Michael Walker. Like, do we see the difference between a championship rotation and a Red Sox rotation right now? I'm just using the Red Sox as an example. But this Mets rotation is legit. And on top of that, Jeff McNeil, guys, role player, batting 344. Mark Canha, batting 333 right now. I know it's early. They're probably not going to finish the season over 300. But you talk about those role players stepping up early in addition to a Frankie Lindor. Last season, we didn't get anything from Frankie Lindor. All we got was boos from – they were booing Frankie Lindor week 1 after signing the big deal, right? This Mets team is very, very, very good. Very good. And Pete Alonso going yard yesterday. He stepped up big for this team. I mean, if Pete Alonso is hitting the ball and Frankie Lindor is hitting the ball, and those are your 2 centerpieces, and then on top of that, you got guys like Jeff McNeil and Mark Canha stepping up, you are going to be in great, great shape. And you know what, too, Mets fans? Let's get some picks going, brother. We got, guys, the picks are coming. The picks are coming. I got to talk about my good day. I was 6-1 yesterday. Don't let it get to you. Anyways, got some comments. We got comments all. I'm managing 3 screens. Tanner Kern, man of the people. Tanner Kern, man of the people. Mets were in the World Series in 2015 too, guys. So it could be worse. We'll keep it going, guys. The picks, we're going to start with UFC picks today, but I got a couple more things to talk about. The Rockies look very good. They won 10-4 over the Reds since he's only won 3 games. If you're going to give me a team at -102, -103, -104 against the Reds, I'm going to bet against them 100%. There's my pick right there. There's my pick. Bet against the Reds, people. Bet against the Reds. Bet against the Reds. I got 3 different cameras here. Bet against the Reds, people. They're not good. They've only won 3 games. This is a good little stat here. On pace, they're on pace for 25 wins this season right now. Not good. They'll obviously win more than that. Lucas Giolito, yesterday we had a nerfie with the White Sox. That crushed us. He threw a little hanging curveball, and it got blasted out of the yard by Taylor Ward. I got a little video here for you guys to show you my reaction for these. I don't know what it is. I just can never stay calm. I don't think anyone can. I mean, this is my favorite bet in all of sports. Is a nerfie. Favorite bet in play. Let's see here. Shit. Holy shit. Home run. That sucks. Well, the nerfie of the night ended very, very quickly there, people. That sucks. Wow. Giolito, hanging freaking curveball, 79 miles an hour right down the middle of the plate. Goes yard. That's the worst. I think that's the worst possible way to lose a nerfie bet right there. That is the worst possible way to lose a nerfie bet. Holy shit. That hurts. Now he starts shoving. That hurts. I got a comment. That hurts really bad, guys. You know what, though? You can't beat the content there. So, guys, that's what we're going with for the nerfie yesterday. It did not work out in our favor. Lucas Giolito. Come on, man. You hadn't given up a home run all season. You give up 2 yesterday. So our duds of the day, we're going to give 2 duds of the day for yesterday's betting. Lucas Giolito, number 1, and the Chicago White Sox. We'll just throw them in there because they are playing terrible right now. And then the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think they took home the top spot for dud of the day. All right, comments coming in here on TikTok, guys. We're trying to give everyone attention here. Nerfie, Brewers, and Cubs today. I don't mind that nerfie. St. Louis, how's that look for you? St. Louis needs to bounce back. Red Sox money line. I hope the Red Sox can beat the Orioles. And then I love your content. Keep it up. I just subscribed and shared. Appreciate it, Dragon. Appreciate it, guys. Really appreciate all that. So we got the comments here rolling in on YouTube here. Yankees, baby. Got to stay true. Rizzo hitting 9 home runs already. Yeah, but okay, Adam. 3 of those home runs came in one game, and they all went a combined freaking 400 feet out of that Little League field they play at. Don't give me that, Adam. Come on now. He's got hit. But I love Rizzo. I don't want to say it. I love Rizzo. I absolutely love him. Because you know what? He looks really good in pinstripes. I don't want to say that as a Red Sox fan, but he does. He got hit hard last night, but the balls were hit right. The defense are the Cubs and Mets games going over. Now, we had the 6.5. I did not bet it, but I said if I had to take a side yesterday, I was going to go over 6.5 on the Mets game. Today, I believe is it still at 6.5? I can check it right here. The Mets are it's at 7.5 today. I would have to say under, but it really does scare me with this lineup. McNeil he's legit. I'm not betting Sox tonight. I would not bet Sox tonight. I'm just betting White Sox. I wouldn't bet White Sox. I'm betting against the White Sox today. LOL. Come on, Adam. Combined 300 feet. All right, guys, let's get into some picks. If people want the picks, we got to give the people what they want here. Okay, the people want the picks. Let's go. Saturday. Best bets for April 30th. Let's start getting into it, guys. So we got a UFC fight tonight. Now, am I the most well-versed in UFC? I love watching UFC. I usually only bet the bigger fights. Like, I'm not going to dig down deep into the card because I want to invest my money in spots that I really feel comfortable in. This main event tonight, co-main event, I should say, Rob Font versus Marlon Vera, UFC Fight Night, Font versus Vera. I feel really good about the underdog in this fight, Marlon Vera. 18-7-1. He's 29 years old, right? Rob Font's 19-5. He's 34. Probably the best pure boxer in the sport, though. That's what I'll say about that. But the thing about Vera, dude's got a motor. Let's see what we got going on the TikTok. Dude's got an absolute motor. He does not stop, right? He's scrappy. At UFC 268 last November, he knocked out Frankie Edgar, so that was a big fight. His biggest win, though, over Sean O'Malley, August 2020 in a UFC fight. So you can knock out Sean O'Malley. I believe he can knock out Rob Font. Now, Font's very, very good in the sport. Like I said, 19-5, but at the same time, too, Rob Font has knocked out Jose Aldo. But the combination of the age, the younger age for Vera, on top of just his fighting style, I think he's more aggressive. Now, if he sneaks into a punch, everyone's got a puncher's chance, right? I think Font can get to him. But for plus 110 odds, this is a pick'em fight. I'm going to take positive money. I can include this in a parlay piece for my baseball stuff. I can bet it straight up. Vera only got defeated by Aldo in his past 10 outings, and then Song Yadong, both by decision. But at the same time, too, guys, I love Vera tonight just because he's so scrappy against Rob Font. So that's what we're going with Vera at plus 110, guys. What do you guys like in the comments? No, not boxing. I don't have the boxing pick tonight at Madison Square Garden. I'm not betting on that at all today. But this UFC fight night, just saying Font is the best pure boxer in the sport. Okay, so let's keep going. Coming off IL Walker. Boom, boom. Okay, so let's keep going here baseball-wise today. Baseball. So let me pull up Caesar Sportsbook, guys. And if you're not on Caesar Sportsbook and you're in a legal Caesar state, you should get on Caesar Sportsbook, guys. This is one of the best books out there. One of the best books for a multitude of reasons, guys. They rebranded recently, and they're becoming like the number one place for bonuses. They at one point they were giving like $1,000, a risk-free bet up to $5,000 early on. Like, that's amazing. Texas is not a legal Caesar state. Let's see here. Fant starched Aldo, and yeah, he did starch him. But guys, we're gonna go against him today. Plus 110, baby. Give me the 29-year-old. All right. So baseball betting wise here, we're gonna start Red Sox versus Orioles under 8.5. Now, when I look at the Red Sox and the Orioles today, neither of these teams really impresses me. Like, it's pretty bad. They scored a combined 4 runs yesterday. Combined 4 runs. And neither team's been able to find that rhythm on offense. When you can't find a rhythm on offense, you're in trouble. That's what I'll say about that. The Boston Red Sox were built on winning with offensive power, and they're just that's not gonna be their, right now at least, it's not what's happening for them. They're not really winning. I shouldn't say that. But bottom line is Nathan Eovaldi's on the mound today. He's the ace. He's the go-to guy. He's the man that you need to see. And then Spencer Watkins as well. Both have very low ERAs. Watkins is one of the best pitchers in that Orioles staff. He's going to be one of the best pitchers for years to come. They both have a low whip. These teams have only combined for 22 homers. Now, you want to know a scary fact here? The Angels have hit 27 homers. And the Red Sox and the Orioles have combined for 22 homers. Now, this Red Sox lineup's legit when they're hitting well. But at the same time, they're not hitting at all. And like their approach at the plate is horrendous. So I'm going to go with the under here. JD Martinez is also questionable for the game. He's day-to-day, so he may or may not play tonight. With that being said, I'm going to go with the under. If JD Martinez is out of the lineup, that takes another power bat out of the Red Sox. He's been hitting okay lately. He comes through occasionally, but at the same time, too, under. The Orioles also lead the league in strikeouts. Now let's talk about Nathan Eovaldi. Strikeout total at 6.5. Do I feel comfortable in that? I was looking at it. It's at minus 130 juice, I believe. Minus 130 juice. Let's get into it on here. We can check it out. On Caesars, guys. Listed pitcher, Nathan Eovaldi. Props, runs, prop bets. Sorry. All right. Well, we're having trouble finding this, but it's at 6.5 today. When I look at what Nathan Eovaldi's done this year against an Orioles lineup that loves to strike out, I don't mind it. He has gone 5, 6, 6, 7, but that's against Toronto, Detroit in a rivalry game because we hate Detroit, and then he struck out 7 against the Yankees. That's the New York Yankees. So with that being said, I would probably tend to go over, but with the juice at like minus 130, minus 140, depending on where you're betting it, I would fade Nathan Eovaldi strikeout total today. You might want to go over on Spencer Watkins. I'm not sure what that at, but he's been pretty legit this year. And then we're going to go Phillies Mets. Now, there were a lot of questions on TikTok about the total in the Mets game. I'm going to go, instead of taking the under of 7.5 for the game, I like the under of 4.5. Now, I was line shopping for this. I got it on FanDuel at 4.5. It's currently at 4 on Caesars, I believe. Let me pull that up right now. Now, again, guys, you're gonna have to line shop occasionally. So Caesars is the best book. It's the number one book. But at the same time, too, line shop. Use everything to find the best value, guys, because one line might be better on one book than the other. So just making that clear here. Phillies versus Mets. Let's pull this game up. First half. Let's see. First half, 5 innings. Yeah, so they have the total at 4 right now, but it's minus 125. If you get it at 4.5, the juice is definitely going to be less in your favor. It'll probably be minus 130, minus 140. I like the under in this game just because of what's happened with these teams lately. The Phillies got no hit last night. When you get no hit, it definitely affects your composure at the plate, right? I think they're going to be pressing a little bit tonight. Kyle Gibson's going against Taijuan Walker. Walker's only got a couple innings under his belt this season, but at the same time, too, he's a legit pitcher. Gibson's got a .99 whip. So if anyone can shut down this Mets lineup tonight, it's him. With that being said, he does give up home runs. He gives up a ton of home runs. Most of the time, though, they occur second, third time through the lineup. So if he can stay in there for the first time, maybe give up 1 the second time, I like this game to stay under. I don't see the Phillies scoring much in this game. They really haven't scored much overall this season. You know what? I'm going to go with the under of 4.5. I think this is a much safer play, the under of 4.5 in the first half, rather than going total for the whole game, as we can see. Because you look at what the Mets and the Cardinals did back, a week ago, when the total was at 6.5, 7, right? And then it got over in the bottom of the 8th and the top of the 9th inning. And granted, the Cardinals allowed the Mets to get back in that game. But I will say this. Mets put the ball in play. When you put the ball in play, good things happen. So I'm going to go under 4.5 for the first half in that game. Who's your lock of the day? Lock of the day, I'll give you one in a minute here. You got to stay on until we get through these picks. Angels money line versus the White Sox. Now, I had the Angels in a parlay. I should have bet them straight up yesterday. I don't know why I didn't. And the team that killed that parlay, who do you think it was? The San Francisco Giants. The San Francisco Giants literally murdered our parlay yesterday. And that was really disappointing because I thought they could beat the Nationals. Granted, the Nationals were due. They hadn't won in a lot of games, right? But the Giants are just a much better team. They know how to win under Gabe Kapler. This Giants team's going to give the Dodgers a run for their money in the West. I think the Dodgers will be fine, but I think we see a similar scenario to what we saw last year. This Giants team's really, really good, and they know how to win under Gabe Kapler, but they're not going to come out of nowhere this year. We expected that. We didn't expect them to do anything last year. This year, we expect them to be in the mix. So they're in first place in the division right now, or tied for first with the Dodgers. So we got Nationals versus Giants. We got plus 185 for the Nationals. I would stay away from that. The Nationals got their win yesterday. They smacked the ball around. They beat up the Giants. I can't see them winning again. There's no way. But Giants at 215 doesn't have much value. Then you got Giants run line here. You got Giants run line at minus 1.5. I kind of like that for this game. But at the same time, too, they're at home, so you don't want to go with that. If I got to go in this game for the Giants, I know we're talking Angels, White Sox, but my parlay yesterday, I'm going to go with the over in this game. But we'll go back to Angels versus White Sox here. But anyways, the Giants ruined my parlay yesterday. They absolutely crushed my parlay, and that hurt me. That really did hurt me. But the Angels came through, and that's why we're going to bet them straight up today. Let's see where the odds are for this game on Caesars here. Angels plus 105 money line. White Sox minus 125 money line. For positive odds, I don't think you can beat the Angels today. I think it's impossible to beat the Angels today. They are playing great right now. They've won 6 or 7 games in a row, and they're really good on the road. They're now 6-2 on the road. The White Sox have been so bad as a team, it's really not funny. It's like genuinely not funny how bad this team's been. And we expect a lot. Granted, they are hit with injuries right now. I don't have their exact injured list up in front of me, but it's bad. It's bad. And they got a lot of power bats on that injured list. The team whip for the White Sox, though, 1.41. That means they're allowing 1.41 base runners per inning. You can't win like that, people. We got some TikTok comments in here. Over for sure. They're not getting shut down again. No way. San Diego Padres, what's the lock of the day? Lock of the day is coming, guys. Angels. The Angels are playing good, though. They've scored 104 runs. I had a hard time. I just stumbled because I'm like, how? They've scored 104 runs this year. They've hit 27 homers. That's why Shohei's coming through. And Mike Trout's coming through. So with that being said, I love the Angels money line today at minus 102. I will I'm not going to bet the White Sox until they show me they can win, and I'm not going to bet the White Sox until they show me they can win, and I'm not going to bet on the Reds until they show me they can win, even though the Reds got positive odds. So we like that here. We like that. Now, big ticket item, guys, and we'll get into some locks. Throw your questions in the chat so we can answer them here in a minute. Start, guys, on TikTok. Throw your questions about games and all that. What do you think of my parlay? Just send me your parlay. Send the parlay on TikTok, guys. We'll get into that. First thing, though, we want to do our big ticket item. Terry coming through here. 104 runs to 60 for the Sox. Yeah, 104 to 60. That's crazy. I had that stat up here, too. The White Sox only scoring 60 runs is pretty bad, considering they're expected to be a decent lineup. I don't know. In future market-wise, they opened at like minus 220 to win the Central. Now they're down to like minus 170. I imagine they're going to continue to fall down a little bit. Now is the time to jump on the White Sox if you want to jump on the White Sox. Might be hesitant. Once they get healthy, they are clearly the best team in this division. That's why they didn't do anything last year, though, because they play in the Cupcake Central. That's what I call the American League Central, the Cupcake Central division. Nobody is in this division, right? And that's why the White Sox were able to be so good last year. I don't think the same thing comes to fruition this year. I did have them originally to win the division. I still think they'll be up there, but it might be a battle for them depending on how deep of a hole they dig themselves early in the season. Like these holes, guys, that people dig are very tough to get out of if depending on what happens in your division, right? We look at like the National League East last year. The Braves were able to dig themselves a hole because everyone in the division was bad. That's not the case this year. If you fall behind in the NL East, you ain't beating that. All right. So we got some comments in here, guys. Let me remove the book there. Comments coming in on TikTok. What do you think about my parlay? Yankees, Dodgers, Rockies. I mean, I like it. How can you not like it? I think the Yankees shoved today with Garrett Cole. We're rooting for Garrett Cole today. Dodgers should shove again against the Tigers. And then the Rockies look good against the Reds. I think that looks great. And you know what's funny, guys? Every parlay looks good. Just keep that in mind. Every parlay will always look good. But like yesterday, the Giants, that was the one team who I was like, I think they're gonna get the job done, right, against a struggling Nationals team, and then Washington hit the crap out of the ball. Let's see, keep going the comments in here, guys. You got any comments on YouTube? Throw them in there. NBA parlays. No NBA games today, but I can give you some series price parlays. First series price that you want to look at: Dallas Mavericks plus 220. Unreal. Bet the day merch coming soon. Gotta love that 3-team parlay sports. Love that. So, guys, here's a nice little ticket here. Let's talk about NBA parlay. This is a good way to lead into an NBA parlay. And we'll have more on tomorrow about the NBA parlay stuff. If you're going to bet big favorites, put them in a parlay. Yeah, for sure. Like Terry sent me a message. Check out Terry, guys, on YouTube, TJ Salt Dog Picks. I'm actually going to be on his podcast on Monday night, so very excited about that. But he's really been getting into hockey. He was talking about Bruins hockey. Who was it, Terry, the parlay you sent me that I didn't play it? But it was like 2 heavy favorites. You parlayed them down in regular time. It was like plus 130 odds. And you got it was like minus 270 and minus 290. I think when you brought them down to regular time, it was like minus 200 each side, brought it to about plus 130. So that's the kind of things. You find heavy favorites, they're fine. And that's the great thing about baseball. You can parlay the heavy favorites and make money. 2 heavy favorites equals 1 underdog most of the time in baseball. Let's see here. Picks coming in: Serrano, Rockies, Marlon Vera, and Yankees plus 806. Get it. Let's get it. I like that. I thought San Diego was going to lose, but then they came back. The Padres have been on an absolute tear lately. They've been really, really impressive. Really impressive. So anyways, guys, big ticket item here. Let's get into our big ticket item. Now, every day I like to post one of these on TikTok. If you're not following us on TikTok, guys, all that's linked in the description below. 3-Team Parlay Bets on TikTok, 3-Team Parlay Sports on TikTok. Make sure you follow those. But the bets page, we post these like big tickets that we either see or get sent to us. We're starting to get a bunch sent to us, guys. And if you have a big ticket as well, or you have an impressive ticket, send it to us. We might post it. So this was from the Sixers game. Now, rest in peace to the Sixers. Rest in peace, because Joel Embiid had a concussion and his hand problems too much now. So he will not play in that next series. As we were talking about earlier, they're most likely done with the Heat. But he had Sixers money line, Joel Embiid to score 30-plus points, Tyrese Maxey to score 20-plus points, James Harden 15-plus, Joel Embiid to record 10-plus rebounds, Tobias Harris to record 8-plus rebounds, James Harden 12-plus assists, Tyrese Maxey 4-plus assists, Tobias Harris 3-plus made threes, Tyrese Maxey 2-plus made threes. $20 wager to win $9,100, $9,100. So 20 to win 9,100. That's freaking crazy. And I hope people that are placing those parlays get it today. I hope you guys get the job done on that. So that was crazy for me to see. I like seeing those, guys, because it shows that we can win these parlays. We can cash these parlays. So locks of the day, guys. Locks of the day are best bets. NBA parlays. We'll get some of those going here in a minute. We got Padres 1.5, Yankees 1.5, Rockies money line. What do you think? So I like the. Let me look at a few stats here for you guys. I do like the Yankees. I mean, I'm betting the Yankees, so of course I like the Yankees, and we're going to root for Garrett Cole today. We're all coming together. Red Sox and New York Nation's coming together. Let me see a little something. Let me look at the Padres stats for a minute here. Okay, so the Padres. So my biggest fear is it's like the Padres are due for a loss. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it on paper. Like, and that's we get in our head, guys. You know, we get in our head. Like, we always want to bet the favorites, and then like it's baseball, so we have to keep that in mind. Now, am I ever going to bet against the Padres playing the Pirates? Maybe on a sweep day, but usually not. JT Brubaker on the mound is a reputable name pitcher, but he hasn't really been anything special this year. 163 whip, 646. He's been horrendous. Sean Manaea looks good in a Padres uniform. I think he's going to start to figure it out. He hasn't exactly got there yet. But yes, I do love that. They're 8-3 on the road. How can you not? Rockies money line, I think, is a great call. The Reds are due. Just keep that in mind, guys. Eventually, they got to win a game. But I do like that. I wouldn't put your house on it by any means. What's the lock? You want the lock? I'm going to give you. What kind of lock do you want? When you guys say lock, what do you want? What do you mean by lock? How much juice do you want to lay when I say lock? Please let me know that, guys, and then I'll answer that question. But the juice, like guys, I could give you a freaking lock. I could say, hey, I like the Giants at -215 today. That's a good parlay piece, not really a good lock piece. So when I try to give you guys picks, I'm usually giving you straight picks unless I denote that it's specifically for a parlay, because I see a lot of people out there giving, here's my lock. It's -300. It's -250. It's like the average man, the common man, and we're for the people here at 3-Team Parlay, is not going to lay 300 to win 100. That's what it means, guys. If you don't know, like a lot of people don't know what these odds actually mean. If you have -300, you got to put 300 down just to win $100. That's not very easy for the common man. So what do you want by locks? What's the juice want? Best bet, guaranteed win. All right, well, guys, first things first, never a guaranteed win in sports betting. So that's my biggest lesson to you guys. Best bet, $500 play. A $500 play. If you're going to put $500 down today, if you're going to put $500 down, I absolutely love the Giants today at -215. Now, 500 is only going to win you $232.56. But if you're confident in that, I don't think the Giants lose coming off the loss yesterday. I really don't, to a Washington Nationals team that's been struggling. If you're going heavy favorites there as well, let's see who else I like. If you want an underdog play, I think the Red Sox are a decent play today. Decent play. That's what I'll say. Decent with Nathan Eovaldi on the mound if they can't win today. But Spencer Watkins has been money. I also like the Yankees at -220. They've been rolling. A lot of people thought they were going to lose yesterday. They didn't. I wouldn't take them run line if you want to lock. You want to take a little risk bet? Sprinkle a little risk bet? I mean, sprinkle it on a team like the Reds. I'm going to go with the Rockies. I have Rockies money line, but if you want to do a risk bet, sprinkle it on a team like the Reds. Why not? Plus 115. They're bound to win at some point. They've just looked horrendous. Day game, early starts. We got Diamondbacks, Cardinals. I think the Cardinals bounce back today. I think that's a good bet too. Not run line, just take them straight up minus 150. I think that's a good bet. Astros versus Blue Jays. The Astros came alive last night with the bats. That was fun to see. That was really fun to see. I think the Blue Jays get a good day today, but at minus 140, that doesn't really do it for me. I'd rather go plus 120 for the Astros, even though I think Blue Jays will probably win the game today. I think just value wise, I would rather go Astros. And if I see something where it's like, well, I like one team, but the value's higher on another team and they can possibly win, I'll change up or I'll just stay away from it. Got the money coming here. Kershaw minus 1.5 over Detroit. Yeah, I like the Dodgers. I love the Dodgers minus 1.5 tonight. How can you not? The only thing that's the juice for minus 1.5 here is minus 160 now. And that's a bad bet. I will say that right now. That is a bad bet. Because when you take run line teams and you got a home run line, right? You got a home run line. They're going to get one less at bat, right? The Dodgers are going to be up in the 9th inning. So you're banking on them having 8 at bats tonight and being up by 1.5, 2 runs. I think that's going to happen. Don't get me wrong. It's the Tigers. But when you're laying minus 160 for that, minus 160 to be up by, to be up by 1.5 with 8 at bats, I think there's better places to put your value. This is what the world's coming to now. The Dodgers used to be plus money against a bad team, or minus 110, minus 120 against a bad team on the run line. Now they're minus 160. So bookmakers are adjusting. So just keep that in mind. You've got any comments over on YouTube? Got a lot of comments on YouTube, guys. Sorry, I'm favoring TikTok right now. Man of the people. Remember, I'm all over. I got 15 screens in front of me. If you're going to bet big favorites, put them in parlay. We saw that. For some reason, I can't make a parlay with the same game. What book are you on? Caesars allows it. Pretty much all the books are starting to allow that now. No such thing as lock. There you go, Terry. The 300 minus 250 still get beat. Yeah, as we saw last night with the San Francisco Giants. And that was probably, when I look back on it, now hindsight's 2020, but when I look back on it, that was probably a great spot to say, hey, you know what? The Nationals might figure it out tonight. The words lock are like alien to each other. There you go, Terry. So it's not a lock. Is that a unit? 500. I don't think 500 was a unit for them. I think that was a $500 max play. Man of the people. They're calling me a man of the people in the comment section. Dodgers under 4.5 at minus 122. First half. Dodgers under. See, Terry, I don't know. I mean, that lineup's just way too explosive. Dodgers under 4.5 at minus 122. Lineup is way, way, way too explosive. When I say lock, I mean your best bet of the day for you that has some juice. Okay, that has some juice. All right, I'll get soccer. Lock it in. I don't bet soccer. What's your take on Miami? What Miami are we talking about? We're talking about Miami Marlins. We're talking Miami Heat. Man of the people, thank you. Best 3 team for 200. Best 3 team for a $200 parlay. That's what I'm seeing. All right, I'll cook up a parlay right now for you guys. Last leg. All right. Soccer. All right. Let me cook up a little 3-legger. That's what people want. Let's give them a 3-legger. And guys, if you're on YouTube watching, we got more on TikTok, obviously, but if you're on YouTube watching, throw in your best bets and let's talk about them here. So if I had to go a 3-legger parlay, and please, if you ever reach out to me or comment on one of my posts on TikTok or comment on our sports page, guys, just let me know what juice you're looking for, right? Because like when I place a parlay, I like it to have at least 3 plus 350. I really do. Like some people like plus 200. Like if I'm going to take a couple heavy favorites and stick them together, that's great. Sometimes you might rather play an underdog play, but when I do like a 3-leg parlay, I want at least plus 350, plus 360 juice. So, all right, this guy likes Braves and Angels money line. I do like Angels money line tonight. For positive odds, you can't beat it. Let's get a little big boy parlay going here. Let's get a little big boy. I'm going to believe in the Boston Red Sox tonight, money line minus 185. I think this is a great spot for them with Nathan Eovaldi on the mound, even though it's Spencer Watkins. The Yankees walked in there. They beat up the Orioles. The Red Sox can do it too. Are the Yankees better than the Red Sox? Yes, they are. I'm not saying they're not, people. Don't clip that and post it and say I'm saying that the Red Sox are better than the Yankees. They're not, but I do like the Red Sox tonight. I like the Red Sox, Giants money line, and then you could go Yankees money line. That's going to get you. That's a plus 228 payout. See, like I don't love that, but if you want Red Sox, Giants, Yankees, which is pretty good value there, plus 228, I kind of do like that. But at the same time too, I would rather get it to plus 350, in that range. If you want to go more of a risk play there, you could go Red Sox, take them. Then you could add in the Yankees, and then you could add Angels. You could add Angels to that, and that would get you, let's see here. That would get you plus 105. That was Angels plus 105, so that would bring the parlay to plus 359. So I kind of like that. I like that a lot. Terry, they want a parlay. Give them the parlay, Terry. Give them the parlay. Coach my Coach minus 110, TJ Salt Dog minus 120. Tanner, I don't like that odds, Terry. Plus 115 is not good for me. I don't like that at all. I like plus 300. Okay, plus 300. So if you want a plus 300 parlay, plus 359 right now. Boston Red Sox money line. You can substitute that with the Giants if you feel better about the Giants. New York Yankees money line. They've been rolling lately. I believe in them with Garrett Cole on the mound as long as he gets to use Spider Tack today, which he was rubbing his pants last week. So hopefully he does the same thing today. I like taking shots at the Yankees. And then Angels money line at plus 105 there, guys. So that parlay is 359. So again, if you wanted 300 on that, I think it's 300. That pays out 1,378. So you're going to win just over $1,000. So that's what the $300 max play parlay that people were going with there. Okay, so we got good. That's perfect. Braves, Angels. You're the best. I appreciate that, guys. I appreciate all the love this morning, guys. Really do. Any final questions, guys? Throw them in the chat. We're going to sign off here in a minute. But any other questions, throw them in the chat. Somebody wants some NBA stuff. We can focus a little more on NBA tomorrow with the games, but what I'm looking at tomorrow off the top, now I've not done my total research yet. I'm going to sit back in the lab today and do some of that. But we got Bucks and Celtics. Celtics minus 4.5, Bucks plus 4.5. I mean, I'm a Celtics fan, so this is really hard for me, guys. This is really hard, but Bucks plus 4.5. Is there a way to rewatch your live? Yes, go over the 3-Team Parlay Bets page or 3-Team Parlay Sports on YouTube. It's linked in the description to this page, and you can watch the YouTube version. You can't watch the TikTok live over, but you can watch the YouTube version, which is pretty much the same thing. You can hear me talking. So Bucks plus 4.5 here. I do like that as a Celtics fan, which I don't want to do that because I am a Celtics fan. But I do like the Bucks at plus 4.5 tomorrow. I think Giannis is just too much. Giannis could be too much for them in this series. But the way the Celtics have been playing defense, never know. Terry, we got a parlay coming in here today, guys. Mets, Yankees, Rockies, plus 330 from Terry Saltzman, TJ Salt Dog Picks. Make sure you check him out. Let's ride again today. Come on. Coach Craig coming in here. Gotta love it, Coach Craig. Have fun at the bachelor party today. So we got that, guys. And then the other basketball game tomorrow, we have Golden State versus Memphis. Memphis coming off the short rest. I like Golden State at minus 1.5. I think if Memphis continues to do what they've done and wait till the fourth quarter, they will get beat tomorrow. I think 1.5 is a fair spread, especially on the road in Memphis. So I'm going to ride with Golden State in this game. I think they're a better team now that they're healthy and they're feeling good. I think they're going to be ready to go. So that does it, guys. Any other final thoughts? Let me know in the TikTok. I'll hang out here for another minute. But again, great show, guys. Appreciate all the love on TikTok. Appreciate all the love on YouTube. It's really, really fun. We'll be here every day. Bet the day, guys. April 30th, 2022. Close the door. Yeah, let's ride today. Come on, Tanner. There we go. Let's ride today, guys. Let's make it happen. Let's win some money. If you want to rewatch this, head over to YouTube, guys. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. We're trying to get that up. We'll be doing a lot of stuff. Nerfies of the day, all that good stuff, guys. Great show, too. Appreciate it, Terry. Terry, I'm very excited to be on your show on Monday night, talking some hockey, NFL, NHL playoffs. That'll be fun. Twins money line today. We did not talk about the Twins. I hate the Twins. We did not talk about the Twins. That's one we got to talk about here. Let me pull up their odds right now. Twins versus, let's see here. Let me pull up Twins Rays. Now, let me pull up these odds. I'm not a big fan of the Twins because they hurt me early in the season. So I try to stay away from them. But they were good. All right, so they beat the Royals. Then they swept the White Sox. They swept the Tigers. They lost the Rays 6-1 yesterday. The Rays did come alive. But like Mike Zunino hit a home run yesterday. That's all Mike Zunino is good for. He's like a 200 hitter with home run power. Chris Archer on the bump for the Rays, 3-1-8, 1-3-2 whip. Shane McClanahan for the Chris Archer for the Twins going against Shane McClanahan for the Rays. Rays are 9-5 at home. Yeah, I think it's a good spot, but the Rays have been playing really good baseball right now. Twins have not been good on the road. That's the one thing to keep in mind. 3-5 on the road so far this season, so you might want to stay away from them betting on the road wise. When you look at the numbers, the Rays have been much better in pretty much every facet of the game. Higher OBP, higher slugging, way better ERA. Team at ERA of 2.98. That's how they win games. They got a better whip, got more strikeouts. They're better on turf. They're better at during the day. I know it's in a dome. They got more hits. They got more runs. For the juice, Plus 165, I think it's worth a sprinkle. Yeah, I really do. For the juice, it's worth a sprinkle. Coming off the loss yesterday, but I mean, I'd probably stay away, in my opinion, just based off the numbers. I would stay away. So that's what we're going with there, guys. Any other comments? Twins with plus one. Terry, you like the Twins at plus 164, Terry? MLB parlay. Twins losing today. Yeah. What's the nerfy? What's the nerfy? I wasn't going to do the nerfy today. I was going to take the weekends off from the nerfy because we're going live. But you know what? I didn't see any bets. Here's why I thought. Here's why when I was looking for my nerfy of the day, I didn't see any games where I was like, I love that nerfy today. I really didn't. If I had to pick one, right now. It's got to be the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. It's got to be. I think Nathan Eovaldi will shove, and I think Spencer Watkins will shove. So we're going to go with that. Let's go. The juice here. Let's see. Inning bets. First inning, 0 runs, minus 155 juice there. So that's a good parlay piece. But I really like the Red Sox and the Orioles to go under 1 run in the first inning with Spencer Watkins and Nathan Eovaldi. Again, though, juice-wise, probably not worth it. So that does it, guys. I'd go Red Sox there. MLB parlay. I'll have a few guys. Follow me on the 3-team parlay bets page. I'll have my MLB parlay out. I'll have my picks out there. Got to have a nerfy. Okay, Terry, we're going Red Sox today. You're tailing me. You said you were tailing me. We're going to go Red Sox. So, guys, I'll have my MLB parlay out. TikTok-wise, this is the TikTok camera. That's the regular camera. But TikTok-wise, we'll have that out a little later today. And then I'll have my picks out on my personal page, on the 3-team parlay page, all my content out today, and then we'll do this again tomorrow, guys. So please join me again, 10 a.m. tomorrow, guys. Very excited about this. Hope everyone is ready to go, ready to rock and roll, and we will see you soon for another episode of Bet the Day. Thanks for joining me, guys.